What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Tom and Will FPL show. My name is Tom.
And my name is Will.
Hello there, William. How are you today?
Full names, Thomas. I'm fine. I'm
Always
I'm
full names.
I'm
Strictly
done.
business.
I'm done, baby. I'm out of the house. I'm a now
Hey.
permanent fixture down in Lyme Regis, apart from when I'm staying at friends' houses in town. But yeah, the move is done.
Mate, to most of the pod listeners and viewers, they would have been like, mate, you've been out of your house for the last 6 months, mate. I don't know what you're talking about. What's strange?
Tell me about it. No, the move is done. Got moved down here last weekend. Yeah, mate. It was just, it's like moving house is a slog, isn't it? So I'm kind of like, I'm just like decompressing this week. We had a decent FPL week. We didn't do too bad. It was all
when you kicked
fun.
off the show going, mate, I'm done. I thought, that's it, brilliant. He's finally done it. He's not going to support Man United anymore. We've got him. It's done. I'm out. That is it. That's the last.
Oh dear, mate. It's been a rough week in regards to Manchester United. But yes, all good personally. How about you, man? You well? What you been up to? Working, busy boy.
Do you know what? Not that busy with work. Just busy with bits, mate. Just busy with bits. There's been a bit of work going on, prepping. I might be away next week. You might not have me next week. I'm going to Parma next week for a job. It is nice, though. I'm not sure I'm staying in the nicest part of Parma. I'll let you know how that goes. Might be more Magaluf, but definitely not. But yeah, no, it's all good. Hey, listen, anyway, less about that, more about what is on the show this week. So, we are recording on Thursday, everybody. We are going to talk about, today we will be talking about, we'll touch on game week 4, little debrief, as there's lots to talk about because Liverpool won, but only just left it late again. Salah underwhelmed again, but scored again. Arsenal and City looking good, but then this week they're playing each other. So do we stick with them going into game week 5? If you had, if you had any defenders last week, you probably did all right. Big at the back is back, I think. Congrats to everyone who had defenders last week.
I did. I had a couple.
Congratulations, Will. I had some. There were some big scores in defence last week. The Spurs boys, Jesus, we'll come to that.
Yeah.
But it's had me thinking, right? All this like big at the back, and like Defcon's doing well. I think I'm gonna make a team just full of Defcons and see how it goes. I'm conducting an experiment, but I'll come to that. Stick around for that. We'll look ahead to game week 5. We'll be going through our team selection. We're talking after the Champions League games today, where Parma scored last night. Mo had his best performance of the season last night against Atletico. There's already a lot of chat about Threemium, and people trying to get Haaland, Parma, and Mo into their teams. I mean, good luck with that. As an absolutely filthy team, and it's like the thing is, people who are free hitting this week. Who are you going for? I ain't got a clue who I'd be going for on free hit this week. Anyway, so we'll be talking captain selection. We're going to talk Willy Wonders. We're going to talk 20 questions. Stick around. What a show we have for you. If you're listening on the pod, give us a 5-star review. If you're watching on YouTube, drop us a like. Give us a little comment. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, sir. Do that. Mate, I'm pumped for today. What we kicking off with? What should we chat about first then?
We could start with how sexy this kit is that I'm wearing right now. Mate? I haven't taken this bad boy off, bro. It's gonna be on forever. I love it.
It is good. It's a real good. Do you know what? Last week we had a little bit of back and forth. Those of us following us on Twitter, X, and Instagram, you might have seen, and TikTok, have seen Tom flashing off the new kit. And I was just like, mate, I must admit, like, I'm a fan. I like that green, man. I like it. Tell a family secret, though. Did you know that kit was green, Tom?
I've heard it's green. For the pod listeners, for anyone who doesn't know, this is bullying right now. Yes, I am red-green colourblind, right? And It's those kind of comments are just rude and unwelcome.
He's like, I reckon right now he's gone. It's green. I'm like, oh right, okay. I thought it was
Get
brown.
out of town. Get out of town.
No, mate, it's a nice kit. It's a nice colour green. It suits you. It brings out your eyes, mate.
Thanks.
And yeah, we had a little back and forwards about the kits, and I was like, we've all got iconic kits, mate. And I popped off the black third
You kept
kit.
that quiet, by the way. You sent a lovely photo of him in the new black. Is that it's the third kit? It's
That's
not the
our
away,
third as well. Yeah. So
which is lovely. It's also a hark back to the black kit of what was that, like 95?
yeah, Cantona, the Cantona
Yeah.
kick. It's
a nice kit. But yeah, don't keep it to yourself, mate. It's a lovely
No,
kit. More photos, please. More social content, please. Thanks very much.
There'll be time when that kit comes out, but just not this week.
Not after getting smashed up.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great. But I was really hoping that we would bust it out like the black kit versus City. But of course, we were never going to go against the United Red against City. But it would have set a precedent, I reckon. But it could have done with it, just like Roy Keane said. It was like no one seemed up for it. Like, no one seemed like they wanted to play football.
Nah.
It was a derby game in the wet.
What's the point?
God,
not
so
interested. It's only Man City.
Horrible game.
Only a Manchester derby. Yeah, there's a lot of managers in trouble at the moment, isn't there? A lot of pressure on already. Ange lost again, didn't he, last night?
Yeah.
He's under the cosh. They were 2-0 up, I think. And they lost 3-2 to Swansea in the League Cup. Not particularly great for the Ange Meister General.
No.
Before we get into our teams and whatnot, we'll quickly touch on the mini league very quickly because 10-year-old Layla Coldham is no longer top of the league. So Liam Hoban in top. I hope you're happy with yourself, mate. Taking a 10-year-old girl, knocking her off top spot. Don't get me started on Oluwagbemi Leke in second place. You two should be ashamed of yourself.
It's abuse, man. It's just not fair. Like, she's only young, and she's doing. She's still doing incredibly well. She's still doing really, really well. So
yeah, she's in third. She'll be back. But Liam Hoban got 91 points last week. Well done, Liam.
Well done, him. Yeah, nice. Solid.
Oluwagbemi Leke. If I butchered your name, I do apologise. But well done to you as well, second place. Well, before we get into any FPL chat, anything you want to talk about? I'll tell you what. Let's just sod it. Should we just do it, guys? Well, what's been on your mind this last week? It's time for Willy Wonders.
All right, after last week's absolute horror show where I was just too busy and I just didn't think about anything other than packing
nothing
boxes.
to the table.
Yeah,
Everyone was
nothing.
excited. They're like, great, settle in. Willy Wonders here. He's just got absolutely nothing.
Well, so and Tom quite rightly after the show was like, maybe actually like this is your segment. Like, actually do come to the table with something. so this week, I made a list of all the things I've been wondering, and I've got backup now. But so I mean, I could reel off like four or five
backups. What, just in case I bat off the first option?
Like if you said no, next, I can go. Okay, I got more. But I've noticed on this list quite quickly how often I think about space, because we've had a space one already.
We have.
So I'm going to avoid that. But I am going to. Well, I do. On one of my lists, one of the notes I've just put 4-3-3 ? For Manchester United. How about 4-3-3? Let's just give it a whirl. No, I've gone with, right. I know you love a conspiracy, and I love a conspiracy, and I have to just go in for it. But did you ever see Cowspiracy? That YouTube film.
Do you know what? I didn't. I heard about it. I didn't watch it.
They've got a new one coming out, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna rock the boat because it's all about religion. Now, it's a delicate subject, and I don't want to go into it, but what it basically led me to is the fact of Cowspiracy was all about like loads of different things. But when did we start drinking cow's milk? Like, why? Like, who was the one who went, I'm gonna have a go on that? Like.
I mean, I imagine that was pretty early on, right? I imagine they were like, "What's that coming out of there? Gonna give that a taste. Tastes quite nice."
Well, I guess I know. Like we nurture.
I don't think they were waiting for any like genius minds to come and bring that to the table.
Yeah, but
like,
obviously, like breast milk, you been fed breast milk when you're younger, sure, brilliant. But then someone just looked at that cow.
Someone had to be the first.
or Johnny, I dare you to dare you to give that thing a little lick.
Do you know what? Will? It's a really good one because if you think about the other firsts that didn't work, do you know what I mean? Like there must be a lot of firsts. So like. Nah, we can't do that. Nah.
They were like, well,
yeah,
there was some trial and error that went on.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, try, I was going to go somewhere dark then.
So loaded, isn't it?
Absolutely filthy, disgasting.
Anyway, that's what
let's just say, there must be so many things that people try for the first time. They're doing the good deed. They're like doing it for humankind. Like, this could be a pioneering moment.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
this could be my big moment.
Yeah, swipe that one from the list, Johnny.
Yeah.
That one was no good. What's next? Yeah. Anyway, that's what was on my mind. That's what crossed my mind this week.
Good.
All right, man.
So just to sum it up, what's been on your mind is
milk.
When did we start drinking milk?
Yeah.
I like
Cowspiracy.
it. I enjoyed that.
Cowspiracy's good though. Check it out. And if you
just to sum up Cowspiracy, I assume it's like, what is it about eating meat?
Eating meat, drinking milk, like the milk trade, and like all how it was kind of like forced upon us, and it's just been business. It's a big business out there, eh? It's all money.
Sure.
It's all money. It's good though.
It's all money.
Anyway, that's Willy Wonders this week. Milk.
Love
Talk
it.
to me.
Thank you, Will. Guys, let us know what you thought about this week's Willy Wonders. I enjoyed it. Game week 4, William.
Yes, sir.
How did you get on?
How the hell did I do? I didn't do too badly, actually. It was all good because I had Mr. Haaland as captain. He kind of saved my bacon, but I didn't do right. Sanchez 2, Cucurella was annoying for Chelsea because I thought he was like pretty much locked in to that Chelsea defence, but absolutely not. Came on at half time, so only scored me a point. Muniz, again, Crystal Palace defenders are just the best. So he scored me 5. Virgil van Dijk with 8. Semenyo with 13, looking like a lovely pick. The rest, everyone else did everything. Everyone apart from João Pedro did nothing. And then Haaland, 26 points for captain. So 71 in total, I believe. Yeah.
Very good. What's your rank at the moment? Where's that got you?
I think that's put me... Green arrows all the way. I think I went from like 6 mil to like 4 mil or something like that. So we're this is... we're getting into game week 5, 6. You're going to start really seeing the movements of the people that are still locked in, especially after the international break.
The chances are going to start falling away. They can't stay lucky forever.
They can't, just like Liverpool. But right. The one thing that can I just jump in and deviate slightly from the FPL? FIFA. Did you hear that news about FIFA and the international breaks next season?
No.
It's the best thing FIFA, the FIFA just don't talk like they're like governing body of the world and like just don't do what we like UEFA are like, oh, but we've got a whole year's worth of leagues to sort out, and they're like, no, we're doing this. Well, they decided that they were like, hang on a minute, these international breaks, the 3 international breaks in the first few weeks of the season is destructive, and what they're doing is they're gonna jam all of those 3 international breaks in 2 weeks next season.
Ooh.
So we don't have all the breaks every month.
So you'll have a 2-week period where it's just internationals.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I like that.
Great, just because it kicks the momentum. Like I think it's going to be like October to November, and they're just going to jam them in over 2 weeks. And I'm like, brilliant.
I think that's great. Also, I think it's good for like if you look at like England and Tuchel, right? It actually gets into a bit of rhythm. Like you can actually work on the team a little bit more, having more games in a short space of time.
I totally agree. I think it's a really good move. I think it's good for injuries and that kind of thing. I think it's worked. But so it's really rare for me to ever go, well done. Well done, FIFA.
Well done, FIFA.
Well done,
Said
FIFA.
no one ever.
Said no one ever, yeah. Anyway, going back to the game week, I'm all right with 71 points. It was a nice little week. I'm confident going forward, and I've got a few plans that we'll come to. Go on? Any notes? Any
No,
feedback?
I was just going to remind everyone that these teams that we're now discussing, these were our wildcard teams as well. So 71 points, not bad from your wildcard team. Obviously got bailed out. Not bailed out, but you've had a big captaincy haul there. Yeah. Unlike myself, where I actually, on the face of it, absolutely smashed it. Like, it was a big thing I put out last week saying, look, I had a conundrum where I was like, I put it on socials and everyone came at me and were like, no. I said, I've got Mateta and Wirtz, or I take out those two and bring in Ekitike and Javi Simmons. Mm-hmm. And every single person said Mateta and Wirtz. One guy said, fairy chasing, bringing in Javi Simmons, like, you're fairy chasing, like, no way. Mateta's on pens, he's locked. And I didn't disagree with any of that, but I just had a good feeling about Javi Simmons. I think he's a good player, he looks great, but I bought him in. I went bold and he repaid me. He got his assist, got 6 points, which was great, but I got a bit carried away. I bought in Ekitike, as I said, and I captained him, which was a shame, because had I captained almost any other player in my team, probably would have had an absolute stormer. As it turns out, I got 68 points, which is fine. Did well. Like I say, that's with a captaincy flop. And if I got 200k green arrow, if I'd captained Haaland, I would be laughing. So 68 points. Petrovic in goal, 2 points. Backline all brought in some points. Porro 6 points, Virgil 8 points, Munoz 5 points. Midfield, Gakpo 3, Semenyo 13, Javi Simmons 6, Declan Rice, bit of a shame.
A shocker, that one.
Yeah, he came off the bench in the last game, which was a shame. He looked good when he came on. I'm still really happy with that pick. And then up top, João Pedro 7 points, Erling Haaland 13, and Ekitike flopped 2 points, captain 4 points. On the bench,
stinger.
Little bit of a stinger with my guy Anderson of Fulham, centre back, got 10 points, which was just got me thinking. It's just like these guys who are defenders raking in the Defcon points. Lots of clean sheets last week. We need to start taking these guys seriously, man. I mean, I don't know what I'd have done differently. Probably nothing. But, yeah, I mean, because it's like, Fulham, they, just reminding myself, they beat Leeds 1-0. I mean, to be fair, there probably was a chance they were going to get a clean sheet there. But Fulham haven't been amazing. But I think you just got to always look like these guys, Anderson in particular, he's always on for Defcon points. Yeah. It just makes these decisions a little bit harder now. When you're rotating your squad, you are going to get some cheeky points from people. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I think that I know obviously this is what we're going to talk about in depth, and these defenders, as you said, like, they just really are stacking up points, and it's like, what point do we? Is a 4-4-2 a better option than what we've seemed to have been playing? It's coming, isn't it? Because
Definitely.
I've seen some like bench dramas that of other teams that have actually worked out really well, like subs just not coming on. Subs coming on, their first bench pick is a defender, and it is getting them that extra 6 points. And you're like, okay, fair enough. Yeah, we're talking, and we've been mentioning it. We have been mentioning the Defcon points, haven't we? So
it's just it's giving everybody benching dilemmas now. Yeah. Like, I've got a massive benching dilemma next week off the back of this, basically. Right. But I'll come to that in a bit. Just while we're on Defcon points, right? I mentioned it at the top of the show about making a little Defcon team. So, Will, the guys at home, they'll remember that I've been trolling you with that team that you picked in pre-season, and it's been doing better than you have until now. It's still ahead of you, and mate, I'm going to do you a favour. I'm just going to draw a line underneath it, and just say, look, that team has beaten you. It's over now. It's 1-0 to the dead team, and you lost. And I'm going to change that team into the new team, which I'm calling the Defcon Warriors. Right? So I've made this team targeting purely Defcon points.
Okay, interesting.
Right?
Okay.
And they've got Erling Haaland up top. Just a small fine print.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is what I've got. Listen to this team, right? Donnarumma in goal. Obviously, can't really get much Defcons out of my goalies, so I'm going to go Donnarumma, right? I've got Lacroix of Palace.
Great.
Virgil van Dijk. I've got Anderson of Fulham. Tarkowski of Everton, who, by the way, has got Defcon points every week so far. Senesi of Bournemouth, also Defcon points every week so far. Bruno Fernandes of Man United, who he's offering a little bit going forward, but he's been great for the Defcon points so far. I think he's got Defcon points in 2 out of the 4 games. Caicedo, absolute monster. Defcon points pretty much every week. Lucas Paqueta has been doing very well with the Defcon points. Granit Xhaka of Sunderland. We know Granit Xhaka. We know what he's about. He is a Defcon magnet also. So 5, 4, and then I've just put Haaland up top for a 1. I've got a bench of John-Philippe Mateta, Jared Bowen. I've gone with those strikers because they do get involved. Mateta he got Defcon points last week, or he was very close to. Yeah. I think he got 11 Defcons. Bowen likewise, they get very much involved. But to be honest, I'm not really going to be playing these guys because look, if you're going for Defcon points, you shouldn't be playing 3 strikers. This is a Defcon team. This is an experiment, guys. I'm playing 5-4-1. We're going to do this every week. And we're going to see how these guys get on against those who are targeting attacking returns. I've got Bowen. I've got Anderson of Elliot Anderson of Nottingham Forest.
Nice.
I think it's interesting. I'm excited by this team. I'm not expecting worldies from, but I think they're going to chip away quite nicely. I mean, look, if all of these players, let's say 80% of these players are getting like 4 points every week,
it's
that
fine.
adds up. That adds up. All you need is a couple of attacking returns. You got yourself a game week.
Exactly, yeah, and the right captain's choice and just little returns, and then you're always cruising at decent scores. So yeah,
basically,
I'm interested.
guys, I'm doing you all a favour because I know what you're like. We're all still trying to get our heads around these Defcon points.
Right.
It's like, look, should I bring in guys that are only going to get Defcon points? Are they actually that good? We're going to find out.
Yeah,
going to find out. This is what the team's for.
It's so interesting, and we have been beating this drum for quite a while, like of the regulars of the show. But like Caicedo, like he's going up in value. Like he went up, I think, either yesterday or today.
He's gone up. He's went up yesterday.
And like, when have we ever played fantasy football like this? Like we don't. It's not been about those defensive midfielders who are probably just holding a team together and like doing all of the hard yards, as we say. So. I like it. I like this Defcon system. So far, so good. So it's definitely added an interesting element where you can just like pick good players, not ones that are always necessarily going to be scoring goals and assists. And clean sheets. So I know I like it. I like it a lot. Very
we'd have
interesting.
laughed this team off the show last year. Do you know what I mean?
Like, come on.
Tarkowski, Anderson, Lacroix, Caicedo, having a laugh. Xhaka.
Yeah.
These are goals. I'm excited to see how they get on this week.
Yeah. Tarkowski's obviously, they've obviously got a hard game against Liverpool away, the derby game this weekend.
But that's the thing. Like, if this is flipped on its head, hard game. Yeah. Yes, please. I want to be knocking Defcons out all game.
Yeah, like you could lose like 2-0 and not get that clean sheet, but still pick up 6 points.
Because it's like Anderson, right? For example, like Leeds last week. I probably wasn't expecting Defcon points from him because I wasn't expecting Leeds to be battering them all game. Do you know what I mean? Right. You actually need to target them at a team where they're going to lose 2-0. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to lose more than 2 goals.
No, it's got to be 2 goals.
You need to be playing these guys against teams that are actually going to be battering you a fair amount, and there's going to be a lot of defending to do. Otherwise, they are just going to pick up a 2-pointer. Yeah. So it is treading a very fine line. Let's see how we go. Yes, sir.
Very interesting. I'm looking forward to keeping a close eye on that team. Good work, Thomas. I like it.
So this week, this game week 5.
Yeah, man.
Tricky week. Very tricky week. I don't know how you feel about it, Will.
Yeah, it's always a tricky week. Like, being the fact that, because I was last week thinking wild card before the international break, and I was like, just going to do it because it was a bit of fun and that kind of thing. But I always aware that game week 6 actually looked like a better week to wild card. mainly because of game week 5 being just tricky fixtures all round. Like it's not one of those sort of like slam dunk game weeks where you can be like, right, I know exactly who I'm going to play, I know exactly who I'm going to captain. I mean, I know exactly who I'm going to play, but I don't love the like some of the fixtures that I've got. But as we said, we'll see like with the Defcon points. But should I go through what my thoughts are?
Yeah, go on.
So I think this week again, I'm probably just going to roll unless there's any kind of injuries tonight, or any injuries that come up from the Champions League, EPL kind of cup, the cup games. Then I think I'm just going to roll because I want that extra transfer for next week. I'll have 3 for next week if that's the case, and then you can really. I'm hoping to attack game week 6 a little bit more. So pretty much the same. I'm going to have Sanchez in goal against Manchester United because
very quickly. Sorry, Will. Just cutting. You'll only have 2 next week. No, 2 transfers next week, not 3.
I've got 3. I've already got 2 because I came
'cause
through the wild card.
God,
Yeah,
you filthy little devil.
Yeah, I've not played. I've not made a lot of movements. I've just changed. I've just hit my wild card early. I haven't made any other transfers. So
well done. Good work, mate.
Yeah, I'm trying anyway. But so yeah, hopefully 3. And being this game week's a bit weird and a bit tricky, I think just leave it. I'm not going to try and chase it. Just sit down, sit back, more data, more information. Next week, 3 transfers, and I can have some play against some better fixtures and attack it a bit more. So yeah, Sanchez in goal against Manchester United. That should be a clean sheet. Cucurella, I think, will also do well in defence there, and just Manchester United. Cole Palmer, actually, I'll go straight in. Cole Palmer will be the only person I look at for this week because I think he's come off the bench last week, scored, and did he come off the bench?
Yeah, came on the second half.
Yeah, right.
A well-needed goal, yeah.
And hopefully that will kick him on because we need that asset, well, some of those assets back in the midfield. And I just think Manchester United just don't have a midfield, so that would be my tip of the week. And everyone else is pretty much the same. There's Virgil in the back, Semenyo, Gakpo, Fernandes. Again, might change Fernandes. If I do make any transfers, it will be Fernandes out, I think. But then Manchester United have a decent fixtures going forward.
Yeah, it's Brentford and Sunderland after Chelsea.
Yeah, and although Brentford look a little bit better, they won day before yesterday, didn't they?
They won in the League Cup. Yeah, very well said. But they also obviously came back. It was a great game against Chelsea.
So good.
But that's what I mean about. I said it earlier. Like, people are free hitting this week. Like, who are you targeting?
Who?
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know where I'd go at the moment. We're still figuring stuff out. Like, there are teams who look good one week, they look terrible the next week, and vice versa.
That's it. We need more time. We need more data. It's the beginning of the season, and it's been interrupted by the.
Need help.
We need help always. But yeah, everyone else is the same. I'll probably stick with Mateta up front. Arsenal, a Haaland against Arsenal, João Pedro against Manchester United. I might look at bringing Senesi in instead of, or instead of like, God, dare me to say it, but like against maybe Paqueta or Bruno Fernandes, just because of what we discussed. Newcastle.
Sorry, Senesi's obviously a centre back. You can't just bring him in from.
Yeah, I can. I've got 3. I've only got 3 defenders. I'm playing 3-4-3 at the moment, but so I might just take out a midfielder and bring in Senesi because of those Defcon points as we discussed. And Newcastle might be one of those games where it is.
You're saying downgrade a midfielder, go up on Twanzebe to like Senesi.
Maybe no. I've got Senesi on my bench.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
Already there.
Oh, I see.
Come on, Thomas.
I thought you were talking transferring him. He was on your bench.
No, he's on my
start
bench.
Him this week. You're going to start him this week.
I might start him. I might bring him on instead of one of my midfielders.
Gotcha.
Because I quite like Mateta against West Ham, but he's been blanking. But yeah, these are my only decisions really. I don't think I'm going to go for anyone else. I said apart from Palmer would be nice.
Very quickly on Mateta last night. Glasner came out saying that JP needs a rest.
Really?
Yeah, he's looking very fatigued last night in the League Cup. And yeah, he said he's not at it and he does need a rest. So it's something to be mindful of.
That might force my hand, and I did not know that. That's good info. I may just play Senesi in defence instead of Mateta then, because I do like Senesi's Defcon points. Newcastle, I can't remember their new striker's name. I can't get it right.
Voltameda scored on his debut. Lovely header as well, wasn't it?
Really nice. I mean, he's so
Like a
tall.
salmon.
He's like 6'5" or whatever.
6'6". He's massive.
Is he 6'6"?
Yeah.
But he's an interesting one because Wissa's now injured and out for quite a while, which is really upsetting because I love Wissa. But yeah, I just feel like Senesi might be a decent pick there.
Tricky though. Like if you do, obviously we don't. Like as that's good knowledge about Mateta, but it's like if he does play his away to West Ham, it's like it'd be classic, wouldn't it? That he's just he hauls after that. Glasner's put everyone off him, and then
mind
he does
games.
the business. Yeah,
Mind games. But maybe I'll just leave him in and Senesi as my first replacement. So hopefully, if he doesn't come on, he doesn't play at all, and he'll get replaced automatically. But that's about it, really.
Just remind. So just go through your team for the pod listeners.
So
you're looking
I
at
got
for Game Week 5.
So Sanchez in goal, Cucurella, Muniz and Virgil in defence. In midfield, Semenyo, Gakpo, Bruno Fernandes and Paqueta for West Ham against Crystal Palace. And then up front, I at the moment have Mateta, Haaland and João Pedro. And then Senesi will be my first sub to come in if Mateta does get rested.
Harvey Elliott scored a goal for Aston Villa. They have scored a goal. They still lost the game.
First goal of the season. Took it well. I mean, bit of an error by the keeper all round, wasn't it? Like fumbled it out and then kind of fumbled the shot as well, in my opinion. But well played, Harvey Elliott. He's an early pick. I don't expect him to get minutes at the moment. This Aston Villa team aren't purring at all. They have got issues, but he will come good in FPL at some point. I just hope it's sooner rather than later for the Villa fans. Anyway.
You've got benching dilemmas here, bro, because it's like, Villa, on the face of it, like away to Sunderland. Harvey Elliott, he's just scored a goal. This would have been one of the games you'd been targeting when you brought him in on wildcard.
I honestly didn't think that he was going to get 4 minutes like straight off the bat. Like I think he was still going to be like softly eased in, which he has been. I don't think did he start yesterday? Or did he come on?
I don't know, actually.
I think so, but I just don't see him. But maybe that's exactly what they're going to do. Maybe they start him against Sunderland because they need that injection of pace and effort, which he definitely brings to that Villa side. But it's just weird. Watkins isn't started. He started. So like Watkins isn't it at the moment. Rodgers did great for England and then just doesn't turn up for Villa. So I don't really know what's going on there. And I think he will come good, Harvey Elliott. I think he will because he's that good. I really rate him as a player. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
One thing for tonight. As we said, this Thursday, Newcastle and Man City still to play tonight.
Yes.
So something to bear in mind.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't have any Newcastle assets personally, but I do have Haaland obviously up front. But yeah, it's always. I mean, regardless, and other tips, don't touch those transfers until tonight, or tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the golden rule, guys. Don't do any transfers until the games are complete. Let's go on to my team where I've already made a transfer.
I did not see that coming.
Did not see that coming.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I have.
Come on,
just like that, mate. As I said before, just rogue like that. The crazy decisions on madman.
What have you done?
Well, when I built this wildcard team, I always had planned to bring in who? Will I had 2 mil in the bank last week, and I was saving it for someone.
I can't remember.
Alexander Isak, well remembered, and basically I was like, do you know what? Before the weekend, I think there's every chance that he goes up one point in the fundage, and Ekitike comes down. So that is like a 0.2 million swing, and they're both for Everton at the weekend. I think they're both going to get a part of the game. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger now. I expect Ekitike to start, and I expect Isak to come on. I wasn't particularly thrilled about having Ekitike in my team, knowing that he's just going to come on. He's going to share his minutes with Isak anyway. Isak looked great last night. He looked really sharp. He looked class. He's going to play a part against Everton, and if he comes on for the last 20 minutes, do you know what? We've been doing quite well at scoring late goals. Do you know what I mean? So I do not mind him being on for the last 20 minutes of the game. It's much over muchness. I'm just going to pull the trigger. I've done it. It was always going to happen. I just wanted to get it done because I was tight on funds like beyond that. The 0.2 would have made a big difference for me. So I just wanted to get it done, and I know where I am now. He's in the team, and I can look at other moves going forward. So go on, get what thoughts on that.
I was just going to go. I was just going to say, can you run us through your team like from top to bottom?
Here it is. Stand by. Petrovic in goal for Bournemouth, home to Newcastle. Anderson is in this week, home to Brentford. Virgil's in. Munoz of Palace is in. Then midfield, similar to yours. Gakpo, Semenyo, Xavi, Simmons, and Declan Rice has currently got the nod at home to Man City.
Interesting.
Again, I think there's Defcons in it for Deckers. I think Arsenal looked really good at the weekend. Didn't look so great in midweek, but they changed most of their 11. And his corners alone cause absolute havoc. I think there's points in that game for Deckers. Up front, João Pedro, Haaland, and Isak. But this brings me to my bench, where we've got benching dilemmas now. But currently got Pedro Porro on the bench away to Brighton. Pedro Porro was on all set pieces. Xavi Simmons taken a lot of those off him now. He's not on set pieces anymore. He'll take the odd one, sure. But broadly speaking, he's not going to get the attack in returns that we thought he would maybe 2 weeks ago. So away to Brighton, it's not a bad fixture. Probably there could be Defcon points in there for him, but at the moment, I'm leaning towards leaving him on the bench. If he was to come in, it'd be for Rice. I quite fancy Rice. Then I've got Goodmanson away to Wolves. Again, I could see him getting points. Goodmanson for Leeds away to Wolves. Wolves they've lost every game this season. Goodmanson's been fine. Dewsbury Hall is currently third sub away to Liverpool at the moment. So tricky. It's a tricky one, but I'm happy with this team. Happy with the team.
Yeah, I like it. I think Declan Rice is. I think if anything, they've just rested him last week. He's not going to be He's a first team player, and he's a big game player as well. And I agree. I think against City, he'll be up for it. He's definitely up for it. Pedro Porro is an interesting one. Because I had him previously, and I was like, that Xavi Simmons signing has completely changed his returns. And I actually think that Tottenham, albeit they're not playing great under Ange just yet, I think that Van der Ven and who's their other central defender?
Romero.
Thanks. I think those two are now look like they could be better options for if you wanted to go with Tottenham defenders, because they're solid. Van der Ven is picking up Defcon points as well, and they are pretty solid. So
if I had to choose one at the moment, and I am looking at them, I might take Porro down to Romero, just because Romero, he offers such a threat from corners, and I think he does get typically more Defcons than Van der Ven. But they're both great options. Got no problems with it. Both of them are like the top scoring defenders at the moment. They're both up there. They're both on 27 points.
That's it, and they're so much cheaper as well. Like Van der Ven is 4.7 at the million at the moment, and the Romero is 5. So it's sort of like it makes
that closing.
Yeah, and that's true. And Pedro Porro is 5.6. So it just shows that if you're going to make if anyone's out there making transfers, it's not the nicest, most entertaining transfer, but it's one of those ones which I think is more of a set and forget kind of place to be.
As we said, they've got good fixtures. Wolves and Leeds after Brighton, so there's definitely some more points in this Spurs back line. Obviously, Thomas Frank, he ain't no Ange Postecoglou. He's tightened that defence up. I think he's got 4 clean sheets in his first 5 games or something like that. So he definitely needs to take this defence seriously. So Porro is probably one I am looking at maybe changing next week. Obviously, I don't need to make that transfer. I've got a Spurs defender, but someone else who's on my radar, who I've got 0.4 in the bank now, and I want an Arsenal defender, and Saliba obviously has been out the last couple of games. He's gone back down to 6 million, so I could go Porro to Saliba, and then he's one just to sit on basically from game week 7. Arsenal have a nice run, but I mean likewise could probably bring him in now. To be honest, I'm not going to bring him in now, but obviously City, we expect him to be back. He's fit now. He's been training all week. He'll get Defcon points against City, you would feel. Yeah. But yeah, so it's interesting. But yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. I think, I'm only looking at reshuffling defence. Midfield feels good. I think the problem is we're going to come to captaincy, but like the problem is we're having is like we've had our wild cards. A lot of people have done the wild card, and basically we were all thinking that Palmer, anyone who's wild carded already, chances are Palmer and Salah might not be in your team right now. But then suddenly, what difference a week makes or a couple of days makes, and we're like, oh God, I might need to, how the hell am I going to get those guys back in my team? I mean, basically you can't. You basically can't. You need to be not transferring for a long time, building up transfers, because it stings. It's going to be hard. Like basically, you've made your bed now. You could get maybe one of them back in. You could get to Palmer, but you'd have to chop out Haaland to do a lot of this. And who's doing that at the moment?
Do you want to hear my actual plan? I do have a bit of a plan for once in my life.
Well, we would love to hear your plan.
So my actual plan was to get rid of... For next week, I'm planning on getting rid of Cucurella, downgrading to potentially a Van de Ven or Romero, and getting rid of Bruno Fernandes and getting Palmer in. That was my kind of playbook, because I don't see Manchester United playing well. I just don't see it. I don't really want to talk about it. I just don't see us playing well against Burn. Like we've got half decent fixtures coming up against Brentford and Sunderland, as we said, but just don't see it. Just I think it's gone. It's gone.
I think Liverpool game week 8. I reckon Amrim's gone game week 9.
Yeah,
I reckon you got Chelsea. If you underwhelm against Brentford and Sunderland, then get bashed up to Liverpool, he's gone. Because then it's actually a good time to bring a manager in, because you've got a nice run after that.
Yeah, I mean it's a shame. It's just not good. Anyway, but that's my kind of plan, to get to Palmer. But I wanted to see just a little bit more. I mean, I think it was going to do damage against United this weekend, like 100%. But I kind of wanted to prove it. Prove it, Palmer. And I wanted to see him get extended minutes. I just want that little bit more information. I don't want to take the chance this weekend. I could take the chance because I've got those 2 free transfers. I could do it now, but I probably won't.
Big question.
Captain.
Who captaining?
I like the idea of one of João Pedro or Gakpo. Gakpo looked a little bit tired yesterday, but still played well. But I thought that he was just a little bit off the pace. So I'll probably go with João Pedro, because Haaland against Arsenal, it's a tough one. It's a tough game. He is doing well, Haaland. Obviously, like, he's returned a lot, but João Pedro just looks sharp, and Manchester United just won't deal with him. I think Cole Palmer will get some assists, if not goals, and if he's not Cole Palmer, it's going to be João Pedro. So,
if I had Cole Palmer, I would captain him this week.
Too.
I think Palmer and Salah are the standout captains this week. But I don't have any of them, and I'm really struggling at the moment. It's on João Pedro at the moment.
Sure.
And that's just due to it being against United. There's obviously we know Haaland is capable, but it's tricky. Arsenal look really good, really good.
They do.
They could shut out City quite easily, but like I said, I think at the moment it's on João Pedro. By the way, Chelsea lost to Bayern Munich 3-1 last night. I'm pretty sure João Pedro played the whole game. It's just something to be mindful of. But I mean,
that was away, wasn't it? Bayern Munich are just great. Harry Kane is just doing the business, isn't he? Still, which is it's quite shocking. But did he play the whole game? Are you looking at that? I think he did, didn't he?
I think he did. Just going to double check somebody.
Oh, did you see Simeone last night kicking off? That was interesting. That was fun, wasn't it?
That was fun. I mean, the Liverpool fan.
Oh, they must have been the whole game.
Did you see it?
No, I don't know what actually happened.
He's such an idiot, mate. The Liverpool fan. Be like, as another Liverpool fan, I'd have struggled not to give him a whack, to be honest with you. Like, these people just are absolutely abusing. It was. I'm not a big fan of Simeone. He's not the nicest guy, but mate, just giving him the finger, just throwing everything at him the whole time,
exactly.
Shouting. It's like, where's the tact, man? Like, you know, we need to be like more of a wind up rather than just shouting, swearing at him the whole time. Just give him a bit of chat and a bit have a laugh with him. Just give him a wave. I just don't have to be screaming swear words at him. You know, constantly from 3 yards away. It's just the aggressiveness, so unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary.
So unnecessary.
But yeah, João Pedro did play the whole game.
He played the whole game. The whole game.
Nicholas Jackson.
So did Carl Palmer, by the way.
Yes. So that's this is information. Oh god, Nacho came on as well. I forgot about that guy.
I bet you enjoyed his performance last week, though.
I did. I really did. It was so nice. It was so nice because like mum and dad and I were watching Match of the Day, and it was just great to watch. Oh no, it was the late kickoff, wasn't it? We watched the whole thing, and we were just like so happy that Brentford came back into it. Good on Brentford.
And he was to blame for the equaliser.
Absolutely,
it was golden. That was proper. Like you could almost see him in the Man United shirt, just doing absolutely nothing, just like watching the guy go behind him. Oh, he scored, bloody hell.
Yeah. I mean, he will score against us this weekend. Like, it's just kind of, it's like, it's a given. I might as well draft him in. Oh.
Get him in.
Never in a million years.
So we're both, as things stand, unless you make transfers, potentially both on João Pedro captain.
Yes, sir.
Chances of you making transfers before the weekend?
I'm looking at it. There's a chance. There is a chance.
I can feel it. I can sense it in your voice.
I'm lining up Palmer, Bruno Fernandes out, dropping down Cucurella down to someone else, anyone else, Van der Ven or Romero, and then bringing in Paul Palmer.
Just dropped my very small Captain America shield on the floor, so I got it.
What about you? So you're going to stick. You're not going to do any more, are you? You're not going to take any madnesses.
I'm done.
Love it.
Right, that does it for FPL this week. It's time for Footballer 20 Questions.
Oh my goodness! Whose go is it? It's your go, isn't it?
It's my go, mate. It's my go.
Oh. Right. Okay. I think I've got one.
All right. Cool. Ready?
Okay.
Let's do it. All right. Is he retired?
Yes, he is.
Cool. All right. Retired. Is he a white guy?
Yes, he is.
White guy. All right. Cool. Did he play for one of the top 6?
Yes.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
Has he played for more than one of the top 6 teams in the Premier League?
Yes, he has.
Ooh, I knew it. Just for any new listeners to the podcast, the top 6 are Manchester United, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, and is there someone else? No, that's 6. Fill in. If I've missed any, just fill in one of your choice.
Cool.
Okay, more than one team in the top 6.
Oh, I've forgotten to start writing the questions down because he cheats.
Don't worry, I've had 4 questions. He's retired, he's a white guy, he's played for a top 6 team, and he's played for another one too.
Okay, let's go.
Is he British?
Yes, he is.
Oh, Will. Going for the record. British. Did he play for Chelsea?
Yes, he did.
I know that. Whenever there's like players that play for like more than one of the top 6, it always involves Chelsea because they just don't care who they sell to.
No,
they just don't care. It doesn't matter if they're like fierce rivals. Like, yeah, have him. It's fine.
Yeah. How much?
Chelsea. Okay. Does he also play for Arsenal?
Hang on, I'm gonna have to check that one. No.
Let's think about Chelsea players who have moved from Liverpool. From Chelsea potentially to another team. British. So you got like Joe Cole, Liverpool, Chelsea. You've got Sturridge, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. I feel like we've had Sturridge. Have we had Sturridge before? I don't think we have we?
I don't know who
Okay, cool. And who else is there? Brits that are well travelled from Chelsea. Ashley Cole. Okay, right. I need to start making notes of these guys. I'm saying some belters here, and I've forgotten what I said already. All the Coles, Ashley and Joe. Alright, is he a midfielder?
On Wikipedia, he is a... Yeah.
He's a midfielder.
A midfielder, yeah.
Okay, so no Ashley Cole. Could be a Joey Cole. Oh, okay, he's not a striker, so he's not a Sturridge. Could be a Sterling. Oh, no, wait, he's a white guy. Can't be any of these. Joe Cole. Or... Has he played for Liverpool?
Yes, he has.
Has he now? Question 10. Has he also played for West Ham?
He has actually, yeah.
Has he now? Okay, here's a question, Will. You're going to like this one. First time we've ever asked this one.
There's no rhyming. We said no rhyming.
No. This is a great question. You're going to like this. Have I already said his name?
When?
Like, during the beginning.
Show?
Since the beginning of this quiz, have I mentioned his name?
Ever? Or in today's show?
Literally about 3 minutes ago, I was reeling off a load of players. Did I say his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 12. I'm just going to go for it because I want to showboat and get a PB. 12 questions. Pen's gone down. Is it Joe Colwell?
This English football coach and former professional football player was attacking midfield for a winger. He started his career for West Ham, then moved to Chelsea, then to Liverpool, then to Lille on loan, then back to West Ham. Then he played for Aston Villa, then he played for Coventry, then he played for Tampa Bay Rowdies, and then finished his career in Belston, wherever that is, where he played 0 games. His name is none other than probably one of the best players, in my opinion, one of the most underrated players.
Say his name.
Joseph John Cole.
Yeah!
Joe Cole.
12 questions.
That was pretty good.
Get in there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This was one of Phil's. No, it wasn't it. It wasn't. It was. No, it's good. I didn't know if it was one of those ones which, in theory, was. You remember last week we said even the easy ones can sometimes really stump you. But you did really well. You really nailed those questions with that one.
It's actually 11 questions and a guess. Saying.
You probably cheated though, because no one's going to take the amount of questions you take seriously because you just cheat all the time. But very well done. Seriously good questions. Really good questions. And just... I
need to make a note, guys. If everyone's listening, 11 questions. That's the new record. I'm gonna have to get it tattooed somewhere. I think. Get in there.
Like memento.
Absolutely. Smashed your back doors in. Fantastic. Great.
Yeah, good work, Thomas. Well done. We needed it quick anyway, because I've got 5 minutes. So
cool. Perfect. All right. On that Bombshell. Guys, have yourselves a lovely weekend. Good luck in game week 5. When's the deadline, Will?
It's Saturday, isn't it, this week? It's Saturday, 11 o'clock? No.
Sounds about right.
Yep, Saturday, 11 o'clock, the 20th. Get in
Early kick-off, Liverpool versus Everton.
Don't make any changes until tonight because there's fixtures tonight, and anyone that's done that is stupid, and that's Thomas.
See you next week, guys. Hit the music. That's a wrap.
Love it.